Hello and welcome back to the Phantom at Freak Show. This is the Christmas episode.
Step right up, folks. Gather round, take a look inside. And remember, things aren't always as they seem. Welcome to the Phantom at Freak Show.
Christmas, the season of joy, family, and secrets. But what if I told you that beneath the tinsel and twinkling lights lies something darker, something ancient? Christmas wasn't always about gift-giving and carols. It was about survival and keeping the dark forces at bay. Today, I will be uncovering the shocking truth about the origins of Christmas. From blood-soaked rituals, to pagan gods, to witchcraft that still lingers in our traditions today. Let's just say, after this, you might want to think twice before hanging up that mistletoe. Let's start with Yule. You've probably heard it was a celebration of the winter solstice, the rebirth of the sun. But what you haven't heard is how the ancient pagans ensured the sun would return. Spoiler alert, it wasn't by singing carols. Blood sacrifices were central to Yule. Cattle, goats, even humans. The Norse believed spilling blood fed the gods and kept the darkness from consuming the world. Ever heard of the phrase Yule tide? That tide originally referred to rivers of sacrificial blood flowing through the villages during these rituals. Merry Christmas, right? Some believe remnants of these sacrifices linger today. The Christmas ham? A sanitized version of the boar sacrificed by Freyr, a Norse fertility god, and the wassail, a festive drink shared among friends. This was once a drink of blood and alcohol used in ritualistic toast to appease the spirits. Now let's talk about Santa Claus. Jolly, generous, and always watching. But here's the thing. Santa has a much darker past. Before the modern Coca-Cola Santa, there was Odin, the Norse Allfather. Odin rode across the sky on his 8-legged horse, Sleipnir. Children would leave offerings of food to Odin, hoping he would spare their lives. But Odin wasn't alone. There was also Krampus, a half-goat, half-demon who punished the wicked. And let's not forget Belschnickel.
Oh, Belschnickel has traveled from distant lands.
A creepy figure from German folklore who carried a sack, sometimes for gifts, sometimes for abducting children. These weren't feel-good characters. They were meant to terrify you into submission. Even today, Krampus festivals in Europe look more like horror movies than holiday cheer. It makes you wonder how much of the darkness we think we left behind is still right here, hiding in plain sight. But if you thought the darkness ended there, you'd be wrong. Christmas has long been a time of witches. Yes, witches. You know, the ones who were hunted and burned. Frau Perchta, also known as the Christmas Witch, was said to visit homes during the 12 days of Christmas. Her specialty? Rewarding the good and punishing the bad. But punishment isn't what you would expect. She didn't just leave coal in your stocking. She disemboweled the wicked, stuffed their bellies with straw, and sewed them back up like grotesque dolls. And the witches didn't stop there. In Italy, there's Labafana, another witch who flies on a broomstick to deliver gifts or curses on January 6th. Sound familiar? The blending of witches and Christmas traditions isn't accidental. In fact, many believe it was a way for the church to demonize ancient female healers who held power during the solstice celebrations. Ever wonder why ghost stories used to be a Christmas tradition? Think about it. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol isn't just a tale of redemption. It's a ghost story, plain and simple. Christmas has always been a time when the veil between the living and the dead is believed to be thin. Pagans saw it as a time to honor their ancestors and also protect themselves from spirits who are meant to harm. That's why candles were lit, homes were blessed, and doors were adorned with magical symbols. Christmas wreath on the door. This was originally a protective symbol to ward off evil. And caroling, it started as a form of wassailing, where groups would sing to trees and spirits to ensure the coming of harvest. But some say the original wassailers weren't just singers, they were summoners. So what does it all mean? Christmas as we know it is a patchwork of rituals designed to harness magic, summon gods, and ward off dark forces. Over time, the church tried to bury the witchcraft and blood rites beneath layers of tinsel and jolliness. But the truth, it's still there. You see it in every flickering light, every evergreen tree, and every jolly figure that's watching you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Maybe that's why Christmas feels so magical, because it is. But magic isn't always light. Sometimes it's dark. So this year, as you deck the halls and hang your stockings, remember, you're not just celebrating a holiday, you're participating in an ancient mystical tradition. And maybe, just maybe, someone or something is watching to make sure you get it right. With that being said, I hope all you witches have a very, very merry, magical Christmas. Thank you as always for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Love you all. Until next time.